Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sweet Life Cafe. We are about to begin week 5, and I'm excited because this week we have our service project. And if you were with us at the Bible study last time, we made bracelets. I think you're going to like this food-related project. But before we get started, I wanted to share with you that our theme this week is Life is Sweet When We Serve Others. And our Bible verse this week is Philippians 2, verse 3 and 4. Don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Be humble, thinking of others as better than yourselves. Don't look out for your own interests, but take an interest in others too. I don't know about you, but 2017 so far, I feel like has been filled with some serious sadness and loss for I feel like the entire world. Every day I feel like there's some kind of tragedy happening or storm, or you just constantly, I feel like, are seeing people suffering in some way, shape, or form. But you know what's so refreshing, I think, when I walk away and I feel that way? There's always a story that comes out of all of these tragedies that just kind of is refreshing. And you know, with the flooding that happened, you hear stories like from church of groups coming together to volunteer their time to help these people that have lost everything, their homes, their belongings. I just can't even imagine they have to start all over. But these people come together to help rebuild. I remember hearing a story during one of those storms about a human chain that went out into the ocean to try to save a family that were drowning. And then people risking their own lives, putting their own lives at stake to care or save somebody else. Those are the kind of stories that I think kind of help us during these seasons where we're just constantly facing tragic stories. And this verse and this lesson this week, I kind of want to bring to mind that, you know, Jesus made the bigger sacrifice for all of us when he died on the cross. And his example is one that I think we need to reflect on this week when we're talking about serving others. Because in Peter 4, verse 8, I love this. It says, above all, love each other deeply. And you know, by Jesus dying on the cross, he demonstrated his sacrifice for us. And I feel like that's what he's asking for each of us. He wants us to love each other. And how do we go about loving each other? Do we love each other if our eyes are only focused on our own needs? No. If we're spending so much time loving ourselves, we don't have any time left to love other people. So that's why I love this verse so much. So let's go back to it and kind of talk about it for a moment. Philippians 2, verse 3 and 4. It says, don't be selfish. Don't try to impress others. Don't use what you have to try to make other people see that in that way. God wants you to use the talents and the blessings that he's given you to help others, to serve others, to love others like Jesus loved us. So I hope this week, through this lesson, we can come together and work on a project, because I know some of us are busy and we sometimes don't have time to think about how we could serve other people, or we don't have time to volunteer. But, you know, in this time of Thanksgiving, Christmas is coming up, I think it's a great opportunity for each of us to kind of turn our eyes off of ourselves and our own families and see how we can reach out to other people. So this week, our project is going to be making cinnamon pancake mixes, and I have cards with recipes typed out on them. So in theory, we're going to add the ingredients into a bag and decorate it. Mine kind of looks like a floppy rabbit, but I'm sure all of you crafty ladies out there will have better luck decorating one. But I have some ribbons, and I have recipe cards printed out, and I have tea towels. So we're going to add the ingredients into the bag and wrap them up real nice and get them all ready so that you can think of someone in your life that maybe needs some some love. I could share with you a funny story. When I was a kid and my mom would bake with me and my brothers, she'd always talk about this secret ingredient. We always had to throw in the secret ingredient. And the secret ingredient was love. And I use that with my kids too. So I would like to think this week, as you know, we're trying to come up with an idea of how we can all serve others. We're going to add some love into these pancake mixes so that we can share our love with someone else. And hopefully they will see Jesus through you as you're sharing this gift with them. So I hope all of you have a great week, and I look forward to seeing everyone on Wednesday and again on Sunday so we can whip up some cinnamon pancake mix together. Have a wonderful week, everyone.